Welcome to another video, guys. This is kind of an informational video about how to use every sniper in the game, how to adapt to the velocity and the sweet spot, and pretty much the overall stats from each sniper to make the sniper work in the game. I know I'm not the first one who makes this type of video, but I've been getting a lot of questions in the streams, also a little bit in the comments about why I use that sniper, why I don't use that sniper. And I kind of want to explain how to adapt to each gun. This is also an informational video. I'll put the stats of the sniper in the left corner if you're interested in that. But that's not the main point of this video. If you came here for one sniper, I will put a time on the screen if you want to skip to that certain sniper. The gameplay in the background of the video is kind of showing how I would use the sniper and how I adapt to the sweet spot and everything. Now let's get right into the video. The Russian 1895 is one of this mid-range type of guns. The velocity is really good, it makes you be able to also play over distance, and the sweet spot is kind of this mid-range type of gun. So you want to find yourself in those mid-range kind of gunfights, be able to aim for the headshot over distance. You can also play this gun very aggressive, which I also in the second clip of the video. It's able to play this gun aggressive, that's not what I would suggest. But it's kind of this all-round type of gun, which is quite beastly.
20 of us.
Enemy machine gun.
Second gun is the Gewehr M95. This thing is one long distance beast. It has the highest velocity out of all the snipers, which makes you able to put down headshots over quite some distance. The sweet spot is quite a far range one, which makes you also want to put yourself in those long distance gunfights. It's the most accurate gun in the game. You don't have to lead your shots that much. If you're a beginning sniper, I would suggest you try this gun. You will find out it is probably one of the most easier gun to use because of the velocity. It pretty much makes it a laser beam. The SMLE MK3, one of the most aggressive snipers in the game. It has a max size of 10, which is the only gun who has this. Quite on the lower side of the velocity. Over distance, this gun isn't the best to use. You're able to pull off shots from 200 meters, but above that, I would suggest to switch to another sniper. You really don't want to sit in the back of the map, you want to be up close to the enemy, so you can make use of the sweet spot and the 10 bullet max size. Also, because this gun doesn't have a sniper scope but only a marksman scope, I would suggest you put yourself into those close distance type of gunfights.
Half of the enemy forces are gone.
The Gewehr M95. I would say the most aggressive sniper in the game. The velocity is really low, so you really don't want to put yourself in those long distance gunfights. But because of the high damage points up close, you really want to put yourself in those close distance aggressive type of games. This is the only sniper that doesn't have a sweet spot, which makes you say you gotta take time to shoot for the head, but this isn't really the case with the sniper. A lot of times you have time to put a quick second shot in because this has 67 rounds per minute, which is one of the highest of the snipers. Only gun that also makes you able to stay scoped in while shooting. So even if you don't get a headshot the first bullet, you can still put off a fast second shot. Also the high damage points up close makes you able to either put off a second shot or switch to your pistol. With close distance gunfights will really be your favorite. The M1903, besides the 98, also a long distance beast. The velocity is a little lower than the 98, which really doesn't matter with this gun because of the sweet spot. It still will get you those one shots between 100 and 150 meters, even though if you don't get the headshot. You kind of want to sit in the back of the map. Don't be too close on the enemy. Mid-range will work as well. I wouldn't suggest that, but it can work. So sitting in the back of the map popping headshots with this sweet spot will always work.
Careful, enemy soldier. There, the scout. You see him? Shock trooper.
Martini-Henry, a sniper at one of its own. It really has its own type of stats. It's kind of this weird gun because of it has a sniper scope, and even though it's the best for those close type of gunfights, I wouldn't suggest this be a aggressive gun because you have to reload after every single shot, which makes you want to be in those mid-range close distance gunfights, but also able to reload every single shot after you shoot. You don't have to do this because of the high damage points up close and the sweet spot, which is also quite close from 30 to 80 meters. The high damage points makes you able to, so you're able to switch your pistol even though you're in those close distance type of gunfights. You can play this gun all around, but from distance it's really a piece of shit.
Look alive, boy! Shock trooper! See an enemy scout? Watch it! It's a scout!
The Lebel Model 1886 is a really all-around type of gun. It has a sniper scope which makes you able to put headshots off distance, but the sweet spot is kind of this close to mid-range type of sweet spot. Fire rate also is pretty quick for a sniper rifle, so you really can play this sniper however you want. Also special about this gun is the mag size. It has, instead of 5, which all the guns have but the SMLE, it has 8. Down part of this gun is the velocity and the reload time. Velocity is really hard to get used to from a certain distance. It has a lower velocity than SMLE, but because of the sniper scope you're still able to put off kids from a good distance. Thank you so much for watching this video. If it was helpful, let me know in the comments. If you disagree with some stuff, let me also know in the comments. Once again, this was basically about the gameplay with a little bit of information behind it, how I played the type of guns. This is not really about the information of the guns itself. I really hope it helped. Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.